You know what, I just don't know how is it that all these unboxing videos have become so popular on YouTube. I would never actually watch one, but anyway, you are probably interested in what's in the box at least, so there is very short, brief unboxing. You can buy Sigma ROX 12.0 in two different setups, the computer only or the bundle version. The bundle one comes with R2 Duo cadence and speed sensor, so one sensor for cadence and speed, then the heart rate strap and the sensor, and then two different mounts, the standard mount and the barfly mount, which also gives you the option to mount the GoPro Hero camera, not only GoPro Hero probably, and it comes with the mount as well, so another savings comparing to at least Garmin Edge 1030, and then USB to USB micro short cable. That's what you get. This is your computer. When we remove this part, then we get the short manual with some info, then info also how to update your device, and then free software. 3 of those, should be 2 in my opinion. Okay, data center, that's the software for your PC. You're gonna be just looking at your trainings, workouts through the data center. You will be receiving all the data from your Sigma device. You will be also sending or downloading tracks and data from the Sigma, from this data center to your Sigma device. Then Sigma Link, that's the one for your mobile phone, and then Sigma Cloud, that's the cloud for the data, which actually should be made under just one account, data center, because you need to have 2 accounts. You need to connect your Sigma device with the Sigma Cloud in order to connect it to the data center. So you need to log in on the data center and on the Sigma Cloud. I don't know why is it so, but it is so. And then here we've got the strap. This is the GoPro mount for free, guys. This is really good thing. Thank you so much, Sigma. I just want to show you that the heart rate sensor is very slim. That's very good. It's super light, very slim. The biggest challenge I have with using heart rate straps is that I use also the GoPro chest mounts, you know, maybe on my races, and then the GoPro has to be just on the height of my heart rate sensor. If the heart rate sensor is just like 3 millimeters thicker, I will see my Hero camera just wobbling on the right, so this slim one is better. That's good. Thanks, Sigma. Main features overview. How can I simplify this test for you? The Sigma ROX 12.0 Sport is everything, having package bike computer navigation without the Bluetooth smartphone connection, meaning no SMS notification. You're not going to be answering your smartphone calls through this Sigma device. Otherwise, all most advanced features, meaning training wise, you're gonna be able to train based on your heart rate and power. You will be able to connect many power sensors, of course, cadence sensor, speed sensor, and heart rate sensors based on ANT plus and Bluetooth connection. So this is very advanced. And secondly, this is also a navigation meaning not only the GPS device, which will create a track after your training, or which will lead you through the track you have downloaded, but also you can simply put the address, the city, the street, and this will navigate you knowing the addresses, the street names, and so on. That means it's not just a basic GPS device, this is advanced navigation. So training wise, Navi wise, one of the most advanced devices on the market, without this Bluetooth smartphone connection thing. If you love reading the SMSs through your bike computer, if you love answering the calls, this is not the device for you. Otherwise, great thing. The buttons, I would say Sigma, good job once again. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons which are well made. Each of these buttons have different shapes. It's impossible to mess up with these, and these have very simple meaning or features assigned to those. In this way, the right one, we can scroll through the menu, so to the right, to the left. We can do same thing with the touch screen, because this is the touch screen, so this works very well. When being in the training mode, we can also see different screens that we will set for ourselves. Otherwise, if we go, for example, for the map navigation, we can use these as zoom in, zoom out, and that works very well. Being here, we can just go straight to the main menu with this button. So this is not back, this is main menu, which works very well, and I often use this one because even during the training you can change some things using the menu. Then we've got the start button. We've just started the training, and then when training is on, we use this one as a lab button. And this is a must-have button on everybody's training cyclist, because we want to do intervals. We want to see how we did on the last interval, how many seconds we have to the next interval, and this button is must-have. If you're telling you've got your bike computer for the training, you've got to have the assign for the lap button. So this is it, lap button. On the left one we have the stop button, and after stopping the ride, you see it takes a while, maybe even more than a second to really react to the buttons, start and stop, which I don't like so much. We can continue training, we can save the training or delete the training. That's it. So that's cool. These two buttons are large. It's very easy to hit those buttons, even in a dirty gloves or so different situation. You will always be able to change what you see using these two, and these are really large. That's cool. The last one is the power on, power off, and screen lock button. If we just press it like this, we've turned off the screen, saving lots of energy. You can really ride for a whole day with no problems if you only like turn it on from time to time just to see how many hours you've already done. See, didn't really react. Okay, that's interesting to show you guys. Sometimes, it's not really often, but sometimes it is like that. I guess we need to just push it a little bit firmer. That's it. If I push and hold, then I can either lock the screen or power off, easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons, easy to use, difficult to mess up with these. Each of these buttons have different shaping, and so very good, very well made Sigma. I like it. The touchscreen test. Let's just tap into the training. You can easily scroll through your different screens. Let's go into the maps, and that's where the Navi works very well. I can easily zoom in, zoom out in this way. I can also use the buttons, but I can also do it with the fingers. This is zooming in, like that, zooming out. So using two fingers will not be that fast, but it still works. But if you want to just move around your maps and see different locations and plan your route, this is working very well. Let's just go back. We can go to the main features. This is very good. This is actually very good. Now let's do the same thing in the glove, which doesn't have any touch screen feature. So let's go to the training. Okay, it worked. Let's scroll. All right, it's okay. Let's go to the map, navigation. As you can see, first tab, second tab, third tab, it's okay. But as for moving around the map, this device is very good, better than many other competitors on the market. Using two fingers will be more difficult. It kind of works, but as you can see, it's not that precise. But no touchscreen feature on this glove, so very good, very well made, Sigma. Main features, main options. Swiping from the top. We have the straight access to some very, very helpful features like mark position. Where you are, you can mark it, and you can, in the future, you can find this place, which is very good. Auto pause off and on. This is quick access to this feature, may be helpful. Altitude calibration, compass calibration, then syncing sensors. Very good. Segments, live segments, Strava segments live on and off. Super helpful, quick access to this feature, because if you have many favorite segments in the area where you ride today, and this is on, the computer will constantly try to show you where the segments are. If you're riding through even a portion of the segments, you will see the comparison of the time to your personal best or to the KOM. If you don't want to do it, just go there. You don't have to go to the Strava settings, and so this is very helpful. Okay, if we are navigating at the time, then we'll see some more features for it. So now we can just swipe back, or we can go back with the push of this button. From the button, we can go straight to Navi, going through the recent track, or home address. If you've set your home address, if you want to just go straight home, boom, you're gonna do it very, very easily. So that's it. Otherwise, the main menu has 3 screens, very well divided and very intuitive, I would say. Here on the left, Gypsy, Strava, Training Peaks, Commute. You know what it's all about. It's all about tracks, training, and sending data. You can send data to Strava. You can download data from Strava, like your favorite tracks or segments. As for the Training Peaks, you can only do it one way, which means sending your workout to the Training Peaks. Let's go to Strava, for examples. Here you can see Strava routes and Strava segments. Once again, you can turn these on and enable or disable those here. That's cool. It works very well. And then the sport profiles, different profiles, indoor cycling included very well, because if you're training, if you want to have training computer, you do use indoor trainers. So that's cool. Let's just push like a road bike. Great. We can also edit the profiles from the computer. So we don't have to, from this computer, we don't have to use PC for that, which is great. For example, let's go for the road bike, auto pause, automatic lap, and so some alerts. But training views are great. You can just set how many pages you want to use, and how many fields you want to have on each page. Great thing. You can just change the template. And it will instantly show up in your training. This is very well made, Sigma. I do like it. Navigation. This is, as I said, a real Navi, so you can put the address. It will lead you there. You can just draw your route. Let's say I'm just between 2 towns. I'm just drawing the line between those two. Blump. That's it. And the Sigma will find the route and ask me whether I want to go the suggested way, the easiest way, or the shortest way. That's great. I've never used it, but it's there. Then points of interest, of course, like bike shops, restaurants, ATMs, and so hospitals, shopping, police, petrol station, accommodation, public transport, e-bike. That's interesting, where you can rent e-bike or so. Okay, anyway, lots of points of interest. I also never use it. Now point on map, you can just choose some point on your map, select it, and go there. And then some more are here, like recent track, favorites. You can use some of your activities, some of your like recent workouts or just past workouts, and the tracks you have saved. And then coordinates, you've got your latitude, longitude here. So that is here. This was the navigation options, really well working. Then data sync. When going back home, I'm just tapping the sync all. It does the job, but sometimes I have to do it twice. Like the first time it will show me syncing failed, even though I see my Wi-Fi connected, because I'm connecting through my router at home through the Wi-Fi. Sometimes it fails and you have to do it again. But then I do it again and it works. As you can see, I'm not logged into the Commute and Gypsies and Training Peaks either, but I'm sending out everything to the Strava and the data center. That's the Sigma software I have on my PC. Okay, then tracks. If you have some favorite tracks, you just select it, and then you're gonna choose two options: to be guided to the starting point or just to the closest point of the track. Easy, and it works well, guys. So let's go back here. Workout. You can create workouts from this bike computer straight, like not from the PC software, but from bike computer. Simple phase, interval phase. This phase word is like kind of weird. I would really recommend Sigma to go back to the intervals, because every cyclist know what interval is, what phase is. Doesn't really fit in here. But anyway, you have two options: interval training, or like how much time you want to train, how much time you want to spend in some target zone. That's a cool thing to have. I've never used it because that's not the way I'm building my interval training. Then memory means your activities. You can see all my activities. So I've been testing this device since July 27th this year. Quite a few trainings, no problems at all. Some totals here, and then your personal bests. It's not the Strava segments, just your personal bests on different bikes. So road bike, like fastest ride 31 kilometers per hour. Usually I'm riding in the mountain bike, fastest ride 25 kilometers per hour. That's interesting. Then cycling, my longest ride was 11 hours. It was last week, guys. So interesting. So that's it. Then Sigma Cloud. Sigma Cloud is Sigma's cloud, right? So that's the account you have to be logged in order to send the data to the Sigma data center. And that's something I don't understand. Why do we actually need to be logged into two different Sigma accounts? Can't we have Sigma Cloud just on the Sigma data center? Because when I wanna once more sync my workouts with the Sigma data center, I need to do it through the Sigma Cloud. So Sigma, please tell us, why is it so, and will this change in the future? Why so many accounts? Anyway, it does work. It does work quite well. So let's go back here, Sigma Cloud, and then settings. Tons of settings, sensors, some setting about the map orientation and showing segments or not showing, auto zooming, displaying points of interest, and so this is really good navigation. It does the job. Wi-Fi update firmware, and so this is basically what you have on the Sigma, and I do like it. One more option, you can buy another casing for your Sigma. This one is gray. You can buy blue one, the green one. This is the green one with different buttons. So I could use the green one with the green buttons, or blue buttons, orange buttons. The only reason I haven't done it, I haven't replaced it, is that you need a Torx really small range, much smaller than the smallest I have, and so I still haven't replaced it, but there is an option for that. So how is it with the Sigma ROX 12.0 Sport? By the way, the name could be shorter, and maybe for the top their high-end top computer, they could just give it a name like Roxy Doxy, I don't know. But anyway, Sigma is a very strong competitor now, and I think it will be the strongest for the Garmin Edge 1030. No, I'm not gonna say yes now just buy Sigma, because I used to love Garmin Edge 520 the most, and when I started testing the Sigma ROX 11.0, I told you it was a great device, but reading from the screen was much better on the Garmin Edge 520. In this case, Sigma ROX is very comparable to the Garmin Edge 1030, but Garmin Edge is about $160 more expensive. Does not have the GoPro mount. It's got some more options, like Sigma only has Strava, Commute, Gypsy's Training Peaks compatibility. It will have more in the future, I'm sure, but Garmin has it already. And Garmin 1030 has all these smartphone notification compatibility on their device. Sigma doesn't have it. I never used it, not even once. But if you do, there you go. Anyway, Sigma started very well. They started with Strava, Training Peaks, two the most important ones, probably. Then Gypsy's Commute. How many of you guys use different platforms than these four? The weight is just 1 gram more than the Garmin Edge 1030. Coincidence? The frame, yes, the frame of the screen is larger than on the Garmin, so the screen is smaller but still very well readable in the full sun. That's why I made the video in the full sun and then in the shade here with my bike. Working very well with the gloves and also in the rain. So that's good. Couple of weeks ago, I've been testing the Garmin eTrex, very precise GPS device. When I compared that one to this one on my Baltic tour last week, sometimes Sigma was even more accurate. So as for the GPS accuracy, it's very good, it's very well. By the way, you remember my race when I lost the track, when I just got lost on the race? Sigma was telling me I was getting a wrong way, but I was just following the signs on the trees. The battery, with the screen on, heart rate sensor on, without the power meter, usually it takes about 15% of the battery for each hour. So 1 hour, 15%. If you dim or if you turn off the screen only, it will go for many hours. So this is how it looks like. I'm happy with that. Very good job, Sigma. They have updated their devices. I do like Sigma ROX 12.0, and this will be most likely my main device for trainings and races. If you have further questions, I'm gonna meet you down there. See ya. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Remember to join our forum.sigbiker.com, where we discuss all the topics, training, service, any issues with the bikes. If you want to share anything with us, join our Facebook group. All the links are below. And if you want to join my patrons, feel free to do so. And now, okay, you might watch just 1 or 2 episodes more, but then let's go and ride.